Welcome back to What's Trending. Hey guys.
Hey, babe.
Paolo looks so different today.
Sorry, I've been busy kasi the SEA Games.
All right. Well, talking about the SEA Games, you know, the past 2 weeks have been crazy. But of course, we have to talk about the Gilas Pilipinas. First of all, congratulations to Gilas Pilipinas for winning their 18th out of 20, their title. Crazy, right? How do you guys think they did?
I think that's 95% of all the gold medals that has.
That's great math.
No, but seriously, you know, I know pagdating sa SEA Games, people are expecting Gilas Pilipinas to really just run over competition, but the way they did, you know, it really it happened pa kasi here in the Philippines, and I think just it's really the way that we wanted Gilas to perform in the tournament.
You know, for me, we've been okay with sending a group of younger players, maybe even amateurs.
Which everybody wanted.
Exactly, to the Southeast Asian Games. But you know what? Taking a look at that competition, Thailand, Vietnam specifically, has improved by, they have improved by leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
That I'm starting to doubt if that younger crew could actually be good enough for a gold, because as the players would tell you, they all feel that the region is slowly making a catch-up against the Philippines. Of course, when you put our best against their best, it will be still total domination for the Philippines. But they've slowly improved, and we saw it with the level of games that were played in the Southeast Asian Games.
I agree. Well, you know what? Let's talk about our first What's Trending topic. Of course, we need to talk about the five-time MVP. Who made, you know, that redemption from, you know, I mean, despite not being able to get that finals appearance for San Miguel Beermen, he has made a comeback at the SEA Games. Now, what are your thoughts on this one? He posted, you know, a lot of posts actually, and he was one of the few players that did, you know, thanking, of course, God for that win. I mean, the five-time MVP just won a SEA Games gold medal.
And Mar Fajardo is one of the best people to follow on Instagram. Not just because he's very active, but because of all the posts. Look, he almost took a picture with every single member of the team, and that's not even enough for an Instagram swipe post. But for Mar, it's redeeming himself from San Miguel falling short of the Grand Slam, but of course also he was on the sour end of a lot of comments, at least part of the entire team after that stint in the World Cup. But then this is a reminder for everyone that, you know, this is still our region to dominate when it comes to basketball.
You know, my favorite thing about Mar Fajardo is every time that he is successful in something, he celebrates it with just childlike joy.
Yes, yes.
I love that coming from him, because he is the most successful PBA player, because combining what he won with the San Miguel Beermen with his personal accolades, I mean, no one even compares at this stage. But look at him. Look at how he celebrates a Southeast Asian Games gold that was all but guaranteed. And that is what keeps Mar, you know, hungry for more, because he celebrates every little thing like it was the biggest thing out there.
And the thing is, you know, after a championship, it only takes a couple of days before he posts a fishing photo. So I'm expecting that in the next few days.
That's true. I mean, Christmas season, the holidays, you know. But let's talk about another big man who got that gold as well, Greg Slaughter. And of course, he posted as well, saying, you know, how much of an honor it was to represent the Philippines. I mean, that was a great stint from Greg Slaughter as well.
I know for a fact that R.R. Pugoy is a little bit jelly right now, because it was his spot that was taken by Greg Slaughter. And R.R. Pugoy has never won a Southeast Asian Games gold. He won in the Siabo competitions, but not SEA Games. So he wanted
a lot
to
of
get
the players actually.
But you know what? Greg Slaughter stayed in shape. Even if he was coming off an injury, he made himself available. And it was really fun to see him tag team alongside Mar Fajardo one more time. And when Coach Tim Cohn can trot out a lineup with Mar and Greg and Japet and Christian, you just know that the rest of the teams were in deep trouble.
That's true.
That's
to say the least.
Absolutely. And I think this is still the dream front court of many Filipinos. You to see Mar Fajardo and Greg Slaughter, and then of course C-Stan. Christian Standhardinger was there as well, as long as all the talented players that we had. And it was just a joy looking at them, you know, team up and own the paint.
Well, we'll talk more about Christian in just a bit, but let's talk about Tenorio. This is his first SEA Games gold medal. the last time that, Joe, you were just talking about it earlier, the last time that he had that crowd, that appearance, in a big crowd was in 2015 during the World Cup qualifiers. And I mean, look how happy he is in all those photos.
LA Tenorio, man, the first thing that I really told myself when I watched Gilas play their first game in the SEA Games, this Stanley Pringle-Chris Ross backcourt tandem is something, but I really missed LA Tenorio in a Gilas Pilipinas jersey, and I'm sure it kind of took him back to years before when they earned their seat in the FIBA World Cup in 2013, because that was when he was playing there in the Mall of Asia Arena, and boy, that must have been special.
LA Tenorio, as we've properly noted in this show, is the Iron Man of the PBA. And it's not counting all of the games he has played wearing a Gilas Pilipinas jersey, which is a lot. Coming from what you talked about from 2013 to 2015,
Yes.
to the Jones Cups, now to the Southeast Asian Games. He is one of the most readily available players for the national team, and he deserves one more run at it, and I'm happy that he got it alongside Coach Timko.
Well, let's talk about another player in the Gilas Pilipinas team, Matthew Wright. Now, they were, of course, celebrating it with teammates, but of course, he also wanted to celebrate it with his 2-month-old baby. He posted on his Instagram this photo with his gold medal, of course, and his really, really cute baby.
You know what Matthew Wright is going through or went through is something that I know he's overjoyed with having a new kid, of course, but he went through sleepless nights when they were trying to make the playoffs, trying to really chase and catch games, and he literally told me, I'm getting zero sleep, and I'm sure he's not past that yet, but to be able to perform that well in the SEA Games and be rewarded with that gold medal, which he shared with his newborn, is just a joy. That photo brings me so much joy.
Well,
Two things for me. He is already a legit papi because he has a kid. And then second one is that baby has already more shooting genes than we have combined. He'll probably be a much better basketball player when he starts to walk.
I think he was born with this. His wrist was like this when he was born.
It was left up. But how about Marshall Lassiter and Matthew Wright in one team? That was a sight to behold.
Yes.
I think that's also the special thing about this All-Pro team.
Yeah.
We saw combinations of players that we wouldn't really normally see anywhere else, especially in FIBA competitions, just because of the limitations as well. But it was just a great thing to see all the weapons of Philippine basketball.
What a great
put
time
together.
to be alive, to see this happen.
Absolutely.
Right? Well, okay, let's go to our last What's Trending topic. Like what I said earlier, let's talk about Christian Standhardinger. Now, it's his second SEA Games gold medal, and he was reunited with a lot of his SMB former teammates. And of course, he posted as well.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that smile.
The sweetest thing about Christian Standhardinger in this SEA Games is he did not have to travel from Beirut, Lebanon alone without any teammates just to catch the middle of the SEA Games, because that's what he did in 2017. He just caught up because he just finished with the FIBA Asia Cup in Lebanon and eventually helped Gilas in their chase for a gold. But here, he was at home. He was relaxed and comfortable.
You cannot deny Christian Standhardinger's commitment to the country. You know why? After that triple overtime quarter-final Game 2 matchup against the NLEX Road Warriors, where they won, where Northport won, he was the first guy in practice the next day, the very next day, after playing, 60 minutes? And then
Crazy.
He shows up in practice, and then, he wows Coach Tim Cohn with what he's able to do. He deserves to celebrate that gold medal, among other things, because he has put in so much work, so much sacrifice to be able to be a part of Gilas Pilipinas.
Well, that just goes to show how much he deserves that spot.
For sure.
In Gilas Pilipinas. Well, guys, that's all we have for What's Trending. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bea.
But we've got more here on Shootaround, so stick around.